Hello, my beautiful, wonderful people. You have TiOra here and
Mora.
Mora
Yes,
Mora
Kamora.
here. All right, so today we are revisiting our first conversation that no one was exposed to, but that's okay. Um, because
It's all in the room.
it's all in the room. It's a beautiful thing. So today we are really just discussing who we are and how we got here. Right? Why is that important to y'all, and why do y'all care?
Hold on, T. We missing something.
What?
The introduction of the show and the episode before we
I
get.
should say how we got here.
No, but I'm saying like.
We'll drop that beat.
No, I'm slaying you.
Drop the
But
beat.
look though, this is her purpose. This is our first live show.
Mm-hmm.
Tap in. Because it's happening, you guys.
It is.
Her purpose in, on
that thing.
Wow. We gonna get into that. But this first live episode is, like she said, how did I get here? I couldn't let that slide. Y'all gotta know who y'all rocking with. It's her purpose.
It is her purpose. And that is my fault. I was just like, yup, what you mean?
Straight to the business. All right, I'm following you. And you know we wouldn't forget Out of the Mud. Thank you so much for hosting us with the most.
Out of the Mud Inc. got us in the building. We're not in mud.
We need a.
I don't know what's going on right now. But all right, so today we're talking about how we got here, not to the building.
Nope.
How we got here in life. And I don't like trauma dumping, but I'm gonna do it a little bit.
Cause we besties. What's going on, internet besties? Let's get into it.
If you could zoom in just a little bit to make it awkward, but just to trauma dump a little bit. So, TiOra, single mother, divorce, cut
them loose.
Anyway, so how I got here, I ignored all the red flags, and I fell in love with them eventually because I was comfortable and content with my situation. And now I'm single with 2 kids, co-parenting with my other parent of the kids.
You just made that so awkward.
I did
because
I didn't know how to word that.
Okay.
I was trying to word it cleverly and I bombed it, but it's okay. Jesus loves me.
Mm-hmm. Stick beside you. You want me to go?
You can go. That's all I got. That's all the trauma dump I'm doing today.
Okay, let's go straight down I-75. Dumpster fire.
Do 65. Okay. Just do 65. Don't do the 90. Do 65. Let it.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna ease y'all into
there
it.
There we go.
I was outside. Cruise. Summer 15. Summer 14.
Okay. Yep.
And then I got cut loose on summer 16. I had that baby who I get to co-parent with the mother of the children. This is the official mother, y'all. Like, she is the mother, the head mother in charge. Okay, don't ask me first. I'm like the daddy. Go ask your mama. Go ask her.
I can co-sign to that. Yes,
because she's the responsible adult in the room, and we love that for her.
We is inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not included in that. I do not love that for me.
the people that you hold up, because you the best one to do it. I
appreciate that.
That's your strong suit.
I appreciate that.
Okay, and me on the mid notes. Okay, I'm the other mama, the auntie mama. However the kids look at it at this point, they just know that we all be here.
We all in the room.
But
I almost said it.
I met the same man that she knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was married to, and we had a baby together. And they was like, ooh, scandal. And I love a good scandal, but it's not like Kerry Washington. When you in it, it's like, dang, nah, the scandal ain't entertaining when you are the one entertaining everybody. Mm-hmm. And they're hoping for the most negative outcome of a situation. Me and this woman really sat down and flattened it out and said, this is what it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. So from here on out, we done took the bumpiest ride to get here.
My God. And the bumps wasn't between us at all.
No.
But I didn't
Ladies,
come here to
we can't bump.
bash nobody's name. But I will say that he gave me a ran for my money, and I'm broke. Mic drop.
Y'all, you gotta be careful who you in the room with.
Mm-hmm.
But I say us figuring out where to go from a hard situation, acknowledging the situation. We have a family together. There's how many kids?
5. If
There's
we include.
we including everybody.
Okay,
Just
it's 5.
Jasmine said, "Hey y'all, hey," and she said, "That's deep," and some facial emojis like.
Good morning. Good morning. It is deep.
Hey.
But let me just kind of be a little bit more vulnerable and transparent. So what ended up happening was I was married to this man. Not for long, but we were together for longer than we were married. I don't know if that's relevant or not. But so married a man, had his baby. No, I lied. I had a second baby when we was married. I had my first baby before we was married, but before we was married, he had a baby. Okay, following me.
Following
Before
the babies.
follow the babies. Before we were married, we discovered there was another child. What did I do? Embrace the child. She's still my baby. She just went to her first concert. I love that for her. And so then next thing I know, I'm thinking I'm about to be the fun auntie. I'm like, yeah, my sister pregnant at the time, not telling her business, but she was pregnant. And then I had the step baby before I was married. I call her my child. I don't care what nobody said. I was like, hey, this is my only time to be a parent. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it big, you know. So whenever she came, she got everything. I didn't realize how that could bite me in the butt as she got older. But yeah. So he had a kid before we got our kid, and then I'm just the fun auntie. Next thing I know, I'm pregnant. Now, I did ask the question, is we keeping this?
Not is we keeping this for the
I
baby.
asked that question so many times, y'all, because I was scared.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to do it. But I asked. Because it's not just my choice. I knew that. I knew it wasn't my choice, and I didn't make it just my choice. I wasn't that selfish person. I'm not that selfish person. He was like, yeah. So I took a couple more pregnancy tests and asked again, is we doing this? He was like reassuring, very comforting, and yes, I'll be here every step of the way, and it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. All right, cool. So I had the baby. Complications. Now, just add a little fizzle to this. While I'm pregnant with this baby, he is out finagling with other women.
Frolicking
in the club.
Spreading it wide and laying
it wide. Bang, bang, open. Okay. I've caught him. Okay. You cannot escape the truth. And he tried many a times. But here I am now. Can't do nothing about it because what? I agreed to agree with his agreements. We having the baby. Well, at least I was, because he was doing whatever he wanted to do. Anyway, so I have the baby. Now the baby has a sibling, so it's 2 of them. It's 2 of them. Next thing you know, year or 2 go by, and then there's a wedding. In the midst of this, before the wedding, we meet Kamora. Okay? Before baby number 2, Kamora is there. But her story is a lot different than mine, because what I'm getting is, oh, she's just a friend. She's going through some hard times right now. You know, she just lost this. She just lost that. She just lost that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm working 2 jobs and I'm going to school full time. And I'm also a parent now. So I don't really got time to try to keep up with what his side escapades are. And even though I tried, I failed. It drove me crazy. Okay. I knew, but in the back of my mind, because I didn't have proof, I was just going to keep going and persevering. So one day, amidst of all the videos and pictures and everything that I've seen and confirmed for the actions, I saw the wallet in my car with this beautiful face on it. So I call and I'm like, yo, who this is? Where you from? Who you are? What you doing? Why your stuff in my car? And she quickly hung up the phone. Not confrontational. I was probably hostile in the moment, but I was not trying to be. I was just shocked, and like my adrenaline was rushing, and I was on my way to work. I remember the day like it was yesterday. I was riding down Ballinger, right at Walgreens and McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
It was sunny outside, and it was a Thursday. I'm lying. I don't know if it was a Thursday or not, but it was sunny outside.
You know how you felt though. That's the point.
Yes,
Yeah.
it brought back all the memories. Red Malibu, burgundy. Okay. But anyway, so he's already at work. We're working at the same place. I get there and I'm like, yo, who's this? The look on his face. I wish I could have recorded it. I wish I could just take what I see in my head and put it on the camera in the upper right hand corner. Anyway, so of course the denial. No, she's just a friend. I had to take her home because she was going through some stuff. Da 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 da. What'd I do? Delusional. I believe it because I didn't feel like fighting no more. So then months go by, and then we're planning our wedding. I'm doing all the things to save money for our wedding. I'm going to school. I'm doing the whole. We're even going to premarital counseling. I don't know how he had the time to fit in all his escapades with premarital counseling, working, football, and he clearly is a Jamaican with jobs. He can work. He can work. Anyway, so yeah, doing all the things, and it's about November-ish, December-ish now, and I'm not sure what happened amongst the lines of with Miss More with during this time, 2015 of November, and next thing I know, 2016 is coming, and I was married now. April 16, I was married. And then August comes and she popping out a baby. I don't know about this baby yet though. But I was pregnant now.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant. I'm also having surgery because my son triggered something in my body and my body is attacking itself. So I'm having immune issues and I'm in the hospital. And it's all in this era. So this is what really broke my spirits. I'm in the hospital and I was about to have my first surgery with my son. I'm pregnant and I'm gonna lose my life and my son's life.
Yeah.
And he comes in with my daughter, my baby girl. Well, she's not my baby girl no more. But she was my baby girl at the time. Naomi was 3.
Yeah.
And Naomi's scared, but she was just cheesing with her little chubby little cheeks. Mommy. And I'm like, yeah, baby, mommy. And I'm so sorry I couldn't come to pick you up from school today. You know, we having a conversation and he's sitting there on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get cut open with your child.
Yeah.
We could die today. And you on the phone.
Yeah. Huh?
What are you doing? Huh? No, oh no, yeah, I just wanted to spend some time with her. Okay. I'm pregnant with your baby.
Yeah.
And so he used the bathroom and I'm psycho wife at this point because I'm pregnant and I'm emotional and I'm about to die. In my mind, I'm about to die. So I take his phone. I look through his phone. He is texting somebody who waiting on him at the bar. I said, my baby right here. I wonder where my baby gonna be. Who gonna be with my baby? Who you got watching my kid? As I'm about to go through this surgery.
Yeah.
This surgery was so scary, y'all. The surgery was scary. So after the surgeries happen, I have one, and then months later, I have another. So I'm like really going through some things, waiting for my partner to be my partner, and it's just not happening. So at this point, I'm just making sure my baby is okay, and my baby is okay. So now we're in December, and we're moving through Christmases and all the other things like more hospital visits. I'm in and out the hospital till I have him. But in January, I was on the peak of my health, I thought. A week before Junior was due.
Uh-huh.
Let me share another part of frustration. Michael has 2. Can we edit that out? We can't. He has 2 daughters. I didn't put that man's name out there. Lord forgive me. I was not supposed to say that. Lord forgive me. He has 2
Tell
daughters.
the truth, shame the devil.
he has 2 daughters, and we have no sons. There's only one boy in the whole family. His older brother has 2 girls. His sister has the one boy, and I have now 2 girls. So we like, it's a boy. Yes, finally another boy. I thought I was having the first boy. I was not. In January, I was told there was another child who had been born in August. And it was not mine, but it was his. And it was a boy, Kari. And my heart just broke. And I was like, this Negro. Couldn't be the first baby mama. I'm the first wife. I guess that's something. But now I don't have the first son. And that broke me. It made me hate him. I didn't want him in the room when I was having my child.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I wanted him gone.
Yeah.
I wanted him gone. But that is what happened. And then after I got the call from Steve Wilkos, media guy, who
What a time, what a time.
I got this call a week before I was due to have my son. And I was like, no, that ain't real. And then I just was like, all right, TiOra, no more Delulu. He was like, yeah, this woman's name, mentioned the name. And I said, that name is familiar. I thought we had a conversation about that name. And so I'm like, no. Please let me handle this, sir. I'm sorry we're not going to be coming onto your show, but thank you so much for your time. This is literally what I'm saying to this man. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so sorry we're not going to be able to come to your show. Did this woman give you her phone number? He didn't give me her number. I tried. But I did reach out to her on Facebook and I was like, hey, honey, are you okay? What's going on? We can talk. We can't go on that show though, but we need to talk because it's a whole human being.
Looking at this.
We can't do this. This is not a thing. And I think from that moment on, the brokenness kind of was instantly, I don't want to say healed, but it was like just kind of slowly being healed because there was another child involved and there was nothing I could do about it. So I just had to adapt and keep it pushing. So when she finally reached back out to me, it was like a breath of fresh air because I'm like, whew, I didn't want this baby thinking that he was neglected by his family. Yeah. Because he do have a mom, but he also got a daddy and he got siblings.
Yeah.
And I need him to know his siblings because we crazy and we fun. And I need him to experience what I experience. Not everything I experienced as a child. But I want him to experience the love and the joy and the chaoticness, mess of having siblings. Because how important is that bond that me and my 5 siblings have, along with the adopted siblings that we didn't have growing up.
Yeah.
So that's how I got here.
Yeah.
Now, pass it to Miss Moore.
Put it in reverse, Terry. All right. Yeah. Okay. At a time when everything goes wrong and you got those friends that mean you well, but it just be the blind leading the blind. Well, baby, the 3 blind mice was outside. Okay. Everybody had a heartache. Everybody had a mental whatever disruption. We were all looking for our independence. And I had ran into a lot of characters, right? But this one particular character that this man turned out to be, I hadn't known that character. It didn't fit. Like, you ever see those pictures of like, it'd be like, oh, at your grandma's house, and it's a whole bunch of like thug looking people, and then it's the guy in the khakis in the middle, and you like, who brought this person in the khakis?
What that is? Is that potato salad?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it potato salads? With a little almonds on the chopped almonds on the top.
With the raisins.
With a little raisins in it. Yeah, here's a little raisin. I was like, I like raisins. I'm a little nasty. But no, for real though, y'all. So I'm like, okay, I'm having all my friends see this person. We're visible. You know, hey, you're safe with this person. You're good in a place where everybody is outside of themselves and turned. You know what? That person is safe for you. You good? You ain't got to worry about it. Go ahead. We'll see you later. So many see you laters and having fun and endless texting and going about. This my homeboy. We be touching each other's body parts, but this my homeboy. That's where my mind is. We was like, you like to do this thing? He's like, yeah. I was like, I like to do it too. You want to do it together? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. We gonna have a good time. I can't stand you. That's what it was. So I'm like, okay, I get to have a good time. I can protect my heart. I can reboot my mind. I got a homeboy I can do that with. I'm outside. My body was looking good. I was looking nice. Okay, that's pre-baby, but we go really back in.
Got me reminiscing.
Man, I was like, dang, I used to look good.
I ain't never been the same. Ever.
So
I don't know what
I'm
size 12 look like
enjoying
no
the
more.
enjoy of myself. Like I'm getting to a version of myself that I like. Like, oh, I'm finally coming out of the darkened era of my life. Like all the stuff I was sad about. I'm like, I ain't sad right now. Mm-mm. Until somebody called me and they was like, hey, I got your wallet in my car. No, you won't, Satan. I hung right up on that phone. Ain't gonna do it. You not gonna bring me down today. I hung that phone right on up.
Oh man.
So when she talk about her delusion, my delusion was that. Nope, I'm not talking to her. And so I called this. I said, why would she say that? We homeboys. We supposed to know stuff about each other. He was like, yeah, you know, my baby mama, we just live together. You know, we just live together. Me and my baby mama. We
was engaged.
Y'all was engaged.
He was like,
she said y'all engaged. He was like, huh?
It's the
No, every time anything. I'm if we had to play like a drinking game, you say, huh? I had everybody on the floor. Okay, huh? Gonna hung you to death. And so I'm like, okay, this not adding up. But y'all, I'm like, can I really stop being this version of myself?
Were you so happy and so peaceful?
I'm so happy and so peaceful.
Or so you thought.
I'm not really hurting nobody, just doing my thing. Like I'm sending him home too. Like, hey, buddy, your time is up. You got to go home.
Go get now. Go on
All
the
right.
massa.
Thank you for your visit. Come again next time. All right. See you later, Bookie.
Bookie.
But no, it's to the point where my neighbors know this guy. Like he all out there. I'm like, what you doing? And after that, like he begged for a long time. Like, hey, let's just talk. We cool. Cause like I said, this my homeboy. He like, we cool. You why you ain't talking to me? It was just a little misunderstanding. I mean, she might think that we was engaged a little bit, but I'm like, what do you mean by that? What does that mean, being engaged a little bit? He's like, no, we just started talking about working on it the other day. So we put a date on it. Like, we about to stop talking to each other. We about to shut this down in 5 to 7 business months. Don't talk to me. Let me get myself right to let you go.
Oh,
ladies,
man.
don't give yourself that much space to dwell in delusion. Because I'm telling you, I was cutting up, okay? I'm like, yep, I'm not going to be affected by it. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to say something. Now, all this time going through, we're having fun. Everybody's having so much fun.
Don't say everybody. I was not having fun.
No, I mean from my side of the story, like
her point of view, everybody. Yeah, I was at home miserable.
View, everybody's having fun. Everybody loves it in the club. We're all fans.
I was trying so hard not to say that.
We're having a time, and then y'all, I'm in the barber shop with my cousin and her boyfriend at the time, and they're like, "Oh, look at your boy." Facebook pictures of this man getting married, huh? Cause he ain't said nothing. I was just with him last night. We was chilling, hanging out, like until 2 a.m.
Yep. Cause I wasn't there. I was with the homegirls.
And then he go and skip and get married. That's wild. So I'm like, okay, your 5 to 7 business months is up, buddy. You're cut. Nobody plays in my face. I'ma stand on business.
Man.
He gets back from the wedding, from the honeymoon. He like, hey, I want to pull up. Huh? It was my turn to hunt, and it was a real deep hunt.
But it don't even as bad as it sounds for you. Just imagine being on a honeymoon with somebody still texting other people.
I'm in delusion because I'm looking at the pictures.
Like, I done said yes and signed the papers.
All my friends sending me pictures. Like, look at them. They on the beach. Look at them. they zip lining.
Man, I'm really just putting it on.
They got matching swimsuits.
Matching swimsuits.
I'm sitting here like, do I feel a type of way? Do I really feel a type of way? I don't. And that ain't even no cap. I'm like, okay, so he's crazy. Because how can you do that? Like, how can you be so there? And so then when he pulled up on me after the thing, because he was like, "Yeah, you're joking or whatever," I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm feeling a little sick." I did say something stupid. It was a very unbelievable excuse, but I'm like, "Don't come see me." He
Yeah.
pulled up anyways because he know where I stay. So he's like, "Hey, I'm back." I'm looking at his hand.
Ain't no band.
Ain't no band on that
Ain't
hand.
no band.
But I seen the pictures on Facebook. Me and all my cousins then looked at it. We didn't see him. You get me? Everybody had the bridesmaids dresses. I'm noting everything. I'm like, oh, that's a nice color, bro. I ain't getting no invite. I ain't getting no invite to the wedding.
Yeah.
So we go dead silent. Don't talk to each other. I felt like I was pregnant. I was like, Doctor was like, no, you're good. I'll go again. Go for some other stuff. My mom gets sick. I get really pregnant. Really pregnant. I have this baby. Don't have no due date for the baby. Had a baby. The baby's here. I texted him. I said, "This is about to sound crazy. I had a baby." And he like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Look, the baby's in NICU. I need you to come because we don't know how this is gonna go. Come,
right.
come." He's like, "Yeah, I'm about to come. I'm about to come." I sat there for the amount of time that my son was in NICU, and he did not show. So when I left with my baby, I was nodding my head. I got in the car. I said, okay.
I'm finna set some shit I'm finna light
my
some
cousin
stuff on
had got me this
fire.
little wig. Look, y'all, it was like this, but it had a little bang on it. It was a red wig.
not
And
red bangs.
it activated
Every
negative emotion of wrath in my body. And I was like, I'm sitting at the house with the baby, and early in the day when your grandma used to watch the court shows and all that Jerry
and
Springer,
you looking
Steve
at
Winwood, and I'm just watching it. I'm
look
like,
at the number roll by the bottom of the screen. What that say? Record that number.
I'm like, I'm a call because this ain't nobody gonna believe this.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody gonna believe this. And so my friend before that, she was like, "Look, I can get his mama number." I said, "Huh?" She said, "Yeah, I can get his mama number."
Of the friend group.
Okay, I can get a key to his house. We ain't gonna go there, but she. Some people should be arrested, FBI level. She was gonna get me in your house if I wanted her to, and so I was like, "Look, give me his mama number. I'm a." Allegedly. No, we just had the phone number. I called his mama. That was it. That was all. That was all. And so I called his mother. His mother said, hello. I said, yes, ma'am. My name is Kamora, and I have a grandchild of yours. And your son knows, and he's not doing nothing. We were in the NICU, and we did all this. And she said on that phone after a brief pause, well, that can't be my son's baby because he's married. And she hung up on me. Like I hung up on T. I said, whoa, that came around quick.
Calm.
I felt it instantly. And I was like, woo, all right. Okay. And then they instantly called me back, his sister, and he was like, you for real? And I was like, why would I sit here and play on this phone? I was like, there's a human over here. And they were like, oh, okay. Would you take a test? I said, yes, ma'am. Because my mama kind of raised me right. She tried. So I was like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, okay, what you need from me, honey? Okay, you want to meet at the what? Huh? Okay. After that, I ain't hear a call back for like a month and a half.
I feel like it was trying to be hidden. I don't think they think. Oh, that's a lot of things. I don't think they thought I knew. Or they were like trying to do their own personal investigation of their own. Because one thing I did do is know, no matter how much fool I played, I knew all I had to do was look at the baby. When I saw her pictures of her and Kari on Facebook, I said, that's that.
He looked like his paternal grandfather. Like flat out.
Ninja there. From the ears to the nose. I was like, there's no denying.
To that little patch in the back of that head.
And what I honestly have never done was like, oh, that baby look like their mom. They look like that. It's like, no, you knew instantly with that one. There was no
I was told that my son was too dark to look like the other kids.
But my thing is, my children came out brighter than me.
Is it in the room with us? Okay.
Brighter than me. Okay? He didn't come out that bright. He came out not that bright.
He came out brown.
Brown. There we go. That's the color I was
Because his
looking
mama
for.
brown, his daddy brown, his daddy's daddy brown, my daddy's daddy and them brown.
All on
He
brown.
mixed with brown people of many browns.
So that's just really crazy to me. But as
But
the
it
story
made it easier
unfolds,
to shut it down. And I was like, okay, thinking something big. Let's go Beyonce. And as soon as I seen that Steal Your Wilco number, I called and I was like, yep. And I got her number because I had a homegirl that could get her number. And I was like, yep. And call her and tell her we want to go to the show. Because if y'all don't want it to be in the light, baby, it's going to be in the light. This is me operating, y'all. I admit this on every time. I was like, yo, I ain't had no business doing all that. I got the girl number. I should have called her. That's what I should have did. Did I do that? Nope. Did it make for a good story? Absolutely. Do it for the plot. Because we'll never forget that person though helped me see like
and
how outrageous it was. Like the guy, he was being the producer, he was doing his job. And he was trying to get the story laid out. And when we got it all put together, he said, you know what? It's not right. And your son is a human and he has a family. And that's okay for you to want that for him. Because that's all I wanted. I didn't want the man. I didn't want to tear his stuff up. I was like, dang, when my son could have not been in the room with us, nobody showed up for him. He didn't have any family besides me and my mother. That wasn't appropriate for me because I know he had a family. And even if somebody felt like he wasn't owed that, I felt like I had the right to give them a chance to say it to my face, to his face, to have it be known.
Yeah.
That you are denying my child altogether.
Yeah. And that's what made me mad. Like, you've been lying all this time. It's out, sir. We all looking at it. Can you
the
please?
Jig is up. The jig is
For
up.
the love of God, just come on in the room, sir. We already know. That made me so angry.
So TiOra, she also worked for the FBI.
Oh
Because
my
she was
God.
like, we can get a DNA test done tomorrow. If
could.
it's some confusion, let's clear it up, everybody.
Because we wasn't confused. He was. I said, we can get it from Walgreens up the street. I get it when I get off of work. And I did.
And he was showing up. He was missing. Remember? Every time we said we was going to do it.
Every time. I'm like, where you at? We supposed to be doing this? You know? Oh, I had to stay late. I had to close. I had to do it. We left at the same time.
I said, y'all live together. How he ain't gonna go?
I said on my nerves. I wasn't playing. But I wasn't letting him deny that. I wouldn't. I couldn't. No. I wouldn't. I couldn't even live with myself if I let him continue to live and deny it. It made me angry that he was denying it.
Yeah.
And it hurt because, like I said, it wasn't the first boy. And of course the action. I know it sounds crazy. But anyway, it was just like, I was really just hurt at the fact that not only are you lying, you're continuously lying, and it's right here.
Nah, it's in our face.
It's right here. So how... I can't believe I let myself do that. I let myself get into this. Because I sat up here and let you play in my face. And now you thinking that you still Nintendo in it.
Atari Jr.
Put in the codes for the game, the cheat codes.
He fell out the chair.
Putting in the cheat code. Oh, Jesus. So.
Oh, Khadijah. Yeah. Oh, she said, you've been telling me bits and pieces of this story for years, and I'm still sitting here with my mouth open. Just a while. And then Jasmine said, that part, Khadijah. No, it's really that part because, y'all, it was so big. But the biggest thing, the most significant thing was TiOra and who she was as a woman and who she is as a person that did not sit there and deny my child. And not only did she not deny my child, she made sure that he had family. We instantly got them babies together.
Went to the mall. That was the first place we went to, the mall.
Yeah.
But let's create I hate to keep bashing this person, but it's just creating to how we got here. How we got here.
Because it
right?
took a lot of work to get
But
to
it wa-
this
but
point of it.
because it wasn't us fighting each other.
No,
It was the
it's something
middleman
in the middle,
it
like
was
this.
the middleman. So this man told this woman after me fighting for her. This was before or after the pregnancy, the DNA test.
It was after the DNA test.
After the DNA test,
because it was custody court. Yeah.
So he was putting in her mind that I wanted to hurt her baby. He
Yeah, that's
said,
why
I
he
don't
couldn't
know.
take on parenting time.
That's why he couldn't come see him. That's why he couldn't come over. And I'm like, I adopted Nayela the minute I found out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you making it seem as if
she's about to be on there pinching my baby.
This is any different. It's a human being. So another thing that's defamating my character, you know what I mean? It's just like I was never the type of person to have it out for a child. And even the adult in the act is like, this got your name written all over it, sir.
Yeah.
I'm mad at me and you. I'm disappointed in her, but I'm mad at me and you because how did we get here? And then now you brought this poor woman into the situation, and she asked. I mean, I guess she did ask to be here.
I asked for what I asked for,
but it's
we
like,
can't even say that on the air. But I
was definitely finna, But what I want to say is, and I want to say this with my whole heart: don't keep allowing yourself to ignore what you see out loud. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get here in this space of healthiness, not here of healthiness, but here because I knew what I did was going to harm me. I knew ignoring the red flags, but I was trying to present something for everybody else while I was literally killing myself. I wanted to make the world see that love conquered all, regardless of whatever was going on behind my closed doors. And I truly convinced myself that love would conquer all. But I was the only one, and this is my testament. This is me. I truly believe this. I was the only one who was in love.
Yeah.
I don't think that man was in love. I think he was in lust, and I think he was in convenience. It was convenient for him to have someone like me who was standards was business and family. It was like, no, we're gonna take care of family no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you gotta work, but your car, and this has happened all the time, if my car was functioning and his wasn't, I would stay at home and watch the kids. I wouldn't go to work.
Yeah.
Because the kids needed to be taken care of. Who was going to pick them up if you at work all day? I don't have a vehicle. My family, I was the most stable in my family. You know what I mean? So it was like, well, if somebody got a miss for the family,
yeah,
it's going to be me. And so for years, I missed for the family.
Man. Jasmine says that's because TiOra is a real one for sure. With the hands up 100. And my hands up with you, Jasmine. Because
I thank you. I do thank you for the
is.
recognition. I do. It does take a lot. And I'm still in a place where I'm like trying to set my healthy boundaries of saying no without feeling guilty and not letting people emotionally manipulate me, because I was and have always been the rock for most people. Yeah. It's like, well, you
the giver.
What's wrong now? You know, it's just
and the giver didn't
I just really don't want to do it no more. You know, so I had to tell myself no is a complete sentence, because I tell it to the kids at school all the time.
Point, period, blank.
No. And it's a complete sentence, and I don't have to give a because after it. You know.
No.
But
there's no follow-up.
No. So for years, I've never, and this is what people in my close-knit family in the time where we were all up here, like she had her red wig friends. I had my red wig friends, but you never saw me react the way they wanted me to. I had a lot of people. TiOra.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a busted lip. They was like, lay her
like,
out.
I know you ain't letting that girl in your house around your kids, and she did it. And I'm just like,
oh man, no, because I told my mama that. My mama my biggest fan. Okay, Kissa don't play about me, but Kissa said that girl should have laid you out. She could put her hands on you. You in the house? What y'all about to be doing at the house? I'm like, my mama watch the kids while she go to work. Huh?
Yeah. Because there's family, there's a village. And I wanted to make sure that she knew she had that, because it wasn't just for her, it was for mine too.
Yeah.
How you know you going to the same school? They've never been to the same school yet, but it's okay. Like going to the same school, and you're like, oh, my daddy name is this. Oh, that's my daddy too. Huh?
Yeah.
Who is you? I ain't never seen you at my house. You ain't never did this, that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't want that. I didn't have that, and I wasn't trying to introduce it either.
Oh no, I had that.
at
So
all.
I
Wasn't trying
that's
to
why I was
introduce
like,
it. So
whatever I had to do to say to make right enough with you so that my son could have family. I was like, let's lay it on the table. If we got to go outside and fight, let's get it on. If we got to talk about it, get it all out, have a glass of wine, let's do it. If we need to sit here with him and you know that I'm telling you the truth on whatever you need to know to make this work, let's do it because the family is the family.
yeah, and the fact and the way that he really just tried to ruin me for what I can't even tell you why he would do it. He was really, I guess he was just really hiding or denying it that tough. Like, oh well, yeah, I don't think he'd be safe around her. She might, she might
That was
just
just
flip
divide
out.
and conquer. We
You know
got to
what I
call
mean?
it
And
what
I'm
it
like,
is.
I would
Oh, hold
never.
on. We got another comment. They said, "Oh, I love that for y'all, Jasmine. I love Jasmine, y'all. That's my homegirl." She said, "But even during a hard time, y'all find a way to make that ish work. I'm so proud of y'all, man, for real.
Thank
And we
you.
got to be proud of ourselves. Like I told her, we about to have an anniversary and celebrate us getting to this whole little thing because it really take a lot of hard work to make a family work, and it's not the particular family that people would envision or imagine or hope for themselves, but to know that I got another parent that I can call that's going to support me, that's going to support and love my child across the board. It's family.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to celebrate her and all her accomplishments and say I've seen you grow over the past some odd years. It just seemed like we've been together too
Forever,
long.
forever, forever, ever.
We got kids. We didn't we
Man,
didn't
Lord have
we didn't been
mercy.
to different houses. We didn't moved places from states to states,
States,
and we still
man,
here. We still
vehicle,
standing, still
still standing.
strong.
And what I wanna people to understand is it was never hard for me. So even though I did have people in my ear like, I don't think you should be feeling this type of way. I think her way is different than yours, and because I was so gung ho for family, I never allowed anybody else's thoughts of who she was or how they perceived her to taint what I knew we were creating.
Yeah.
There were times that she needed correcting and I didn't know how to say it to her, so I had to wait. But one thing we don't do is hide. We
Oh
don't hold
no.
it back. We've cried together. We have uh we've we've cried together. I don't think we've ever screamed at each other. So I was gonna say we haven't.
No,
We've
we
never.
don't be screaming.
But we definitely have cried. There's
But
been some
and
frustrating
we didn't
cries. We've had some.
disagreed. It's not always
It's
agreement,
we
but
don't, but it's a, you know what? I can see that. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I ain't doing that though. I get that. Yeah, you're right. I ain't
mhm.
doing it. So, and that's where a lot of people don't understand or try to respect our relationship because it's impossible for some people, and I don't make it impossible. We don't make it impossible for
No,
us. God don't make it impossible for us because there's kids involved. There's other lives involved here.
man.
So what we what you see is really what you get here. What you see in closeness, what you see in transparency and vulnerability. There is no lie here.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say, we've slept in the same bed. No homo. Like for
No diddy.
no diddy. I don't gotta explain that. I'm a grown woman.
Wait, okay. They said
We sleep in the
Khadijah.
same house multiple times before because our kids are in the same house,
Oh
and we
yeah, no. Every it's full house.
full house. We
I
you
am
sleeping
Uncle
on the couch.
Jesse, the bad
Can't
one.
make it to the couch because I'm too tired. We've been in here talking and talking about our long day, and guess what? She fell asleep over there, and I'm going to sleep in my bed because it's my house. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But Khadijah said, and the children are always innocent. And Jasmine said, and you can't, people don't understand it because they are not the ones going through it. Never
Exactly.
allow outsiders to convince you of the way things, only the things insiders know.
Yep.
And that's a big thing. People don't really know. And a lot of people don't want to know. You know, you only
They want to
live your
perceive. They just
yeah. You only know your experience and how you would and if it was me, what I would have did was hopefully you never end up where I was and have to fight your way back to something that you can live with and that you're okay with.
Man.
I get up every morning, I look up in the mirror and I'm okay with that. Whoever I am today, whichever wig I put on, that's me and God. We rocking and rolling. Okay. When I call her, hey T, I ain't doing good.
And same, vice versa, because there's been plenty of times, plenty. I'm like, hey, more, I need you. And it's sometimes it's so last minute. I feel sick to my stomach for even asking. Like, yo, I know it's last minute, but can you come over here in 10 minutes and watch the kids for like 2 hours?
Yeah.
Like, it really get that bad sometimes, because sometimes stuff happens. But what I like to appreciate immediately was nothing was fake from the beginning.
No.
I never had to fake being okay in front of her. There were times where I've expressed, well, what I think what people's biggest question is that I still don't understand is, well, did you ever hate her? For what?
Oh yeah.
I didn't
And
have
I
a
even
reason
struggle with
to.
that myself. Like
I didn't
she
have a reason to.
probably don't even
And I
like
had
me,
to keep
dog.
reassuring her. And those were most of the times where we cried, like, Kamora, I don't blame you. I
I'm
never
like,
have.
should I make you some cookies? Because
No,
I'm so
I
sorry.
never
I
put the
just
blame there, because the accountability was there. And I think that's what made the respect so much stronger,
yeah.
because the accountability was there. I didn't have to do the whole duck and hide. Now, she did have to, come to terms with it. She did hang up in my face, but I wasn't mad. And there was a whole human involved. She had a baby by herself in the hospital, and that was like near death. Anyway, I wasn't by myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't. And that, when I found that out, I think that's what made me feel guiltier for not paying attention to the signs, for not making this man do what he was supposed to do. Not that I could anyway, because clearly, but.
Ooh, hold on. This is a good question. It said, where he at now as far as is he stepping up and helping you guys with the kids? All the kids.
Huh?
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 Ooh, I ain't seen that man since August
Now
28th.
let me say this.
Not the glasses off,
Because I am very, very serious about my babies. And I don't like the emotional roller coaster they've been on. Any of them. None of them. From the oldest
to the rooter to the tutor
to the youngest.
Yeah.
And I can't really fend for her, fight for her, because I think she's in a healthy place, because I think that's where he's involved mostly. But that's okay. I love that for her. I love that for her. But we had a family meeting. It was kind of bum rushed too. I didn't do it on purpose, but I thank God for it, for how it happened. We came, and the agreement was, hey, I'm gonna be in town. Can I see him? Sure. I never deny him. Never. And if he tell you anything otherwise, he's lying. Sorry, trigger. So I said, yeah, of course. Come get him. My son got a fever. He was fine all day.
Wait, you skipping essential parts of this.
Of what? Of him coming over?
Yeah.
He was supposed to come over. He came over. My son had a fever.
But wait, no, because you got to say the most important part. You told me that he hit you up to say, could he come over?
I did.
And
I
I'm
did
like,
tell
okay,
her. He ain't tell her. I know he didn't. So what I do?
He didn't tell me nothing. And so he hit me up the last minute, the next day. I think it was like a day or two after y'all talked, and was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be in town. Can I see him too? I said, see him too? Him too? And so I was like, I want to say no. I don't never say no, but I don't like
the emotional roller coaster that it puts these children through,
or not the initial invite. Like when
the
you
guessing the leftover.
Yeah. Well, I guess since I'll be over, I guess you can come too. Then he not to come too. He's the first invite. Like you knew you were coming to see your kids, so then why didn't it be? Hey, I'm coming to see the kids.
And that's the part he can't stand about me. And I'm going to tell you that right now. I love that he can't stand it. I love that he can't stand it. I'm going to stand 10 toes behind all 5. Because why? They're siblings. I'm going to stand 10 toes because I hate that. Do not separate my kids.
No.
Don't.
They one band, one sound.
Do not. And I'm going to always make sure when you coming, if I can get an A, she coming.
Yeah.
And if you coming in town and y'all in town, oh, don't worry. We'll all be here. For the great reunion.
And that's how it's been. But it's never been the initial invite. That was my problem. But
that's always our problem.
Once you got there,
once he got there, my son had a fever. Like I said, he was feeling fine all day. It was so strange. I was like, Michael, what is wrong with you? He was like, Mommy, I don't feel good. I said, okay. I checked his temperature. It was like 101. I was like, oh, if he go any higher, we went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then in comes boom. I said, okay. Well, we ain't going nowhere.
No, that's
sorry. He got a fever. He had the nerve to tell me, oh, you knew he was sick. You could have told me ahead of time. Make me fight you in this. Make me fight you in this
was
house.
last minute plans.
Make me fight you. It took God Just so y'all know.
Big G-O-D.
It
Shout out.
really took him for my patience. Because what that man does to me, trigger-wise, is unhealthy. I'm still working on it.
But you spent it.
So I
she
did.
made
I
it.
said,
She
you know
stretched
what?
it.
How about we just have a nice little open kid panel? Hey guys, tell dad about what's going on in your life. And I said, if anybody has any questions or anything they want to say, now is the time to say it. Hey, can you do me a favor and sit right here so that you can hear what they have to say to you? They spitball it. And the one I really wanted to speak up was Kari. And he couldn't. He didn't know how. He didn't feel safe. And I was so angry. And not at Kari, but I was angry because it was his fault. He couldn't have the conversation in the first place. So I said, how about this? We're just going to have family game night. We have family game night in the floor. And then I, not intentionally, but there was a small intervention. And I said, yo. And Kamora looked at me like I was crazy. I think that's why she had to walk away. I thanked him.
Yeah. I said, huh? Thank you.
I thanked him because I always have to show the maturity and show that he don't have no power here. I said, thank you for accommodating in the ways that you have and trying to step up where you could. But we need to do better. The inconsistency has to stop. I said, because now you're forcing something on my children that I will not allow you to do. I said, this isn't fair and I won't let you think it's fair. There were a lot of other words that I said, but the moral of the story is I told that man, get it together or don't come back. And he tried to step up the next day. I said, you don't call them.
It wasn't
you
the
don't,
next day.
It wasn't. It was like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he missed his birthday. That
You
was the big thing. He missed his birthday.
Yes, he was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. And did he even call him?
He called him 2 days later. That's what I'm saying. He missed the whole birthday.
So that was my role in his life too. Hey, call your mama, call your daddy, call your sister, tell Nayela it's a birthday, happy birthday. Anyway,
Prince Walton said, sometimes you got to sit on your hands.
So we're having a conversation in the house, and it's very tense because there's so much I want to say, but God is really just speaking through me because I can get ignorant, and that is essentially what also helped end my marriage, my mouth. But we all came to an agreement. If you can't call them because you at work, we got cell phones.
Yeah,
voice memo that thing.
1920s.
Voice memo and send it.
Text. Send an emoji.
That's all they looking for. I said they're not looking for your presence, and that's what I said that on purpose, and I had to repeat it outside of God's telling me to talk to him because I wanted him to feel like crap. I said my kids don't want you here; they just want your attention, and I need you to understand that. They don't want you here; they want your attention. They want you to know that they exist. So, send a text, call.
Yeah.
Any of those things will be appropriate.
Well, my follow-up was worse because my son went to camp and told them people that his daddy was dead.
That was the joke of the summer, I swear, for peanut butter crumbs.
Oh Lord, how I had to sit there on the phone with these people. And I was like, oh, with our condolences.
To what?
Condolences. My grandma been passed. I'm sitting in the room confused. I played a voicemail back for my friends because I was like, yo, who did? His father. That's the only reason. That's the only thing he could come up with
to compartmentalize what the heck is going on in his life.
Because he see all types of daddies. He know daddies that don't stay in the house. He know daddies that do stay at the house. He know daddies that live in another state that still talk to their kids. So he like, no, my daddy dead.
Got to be.
It made sense.
At first? What was he, a gas station manager? What he said?
No, Nayela told them that their dad was a store manager, and that's how the babies were born.
Okay, yeah. It just goes on and on.
Oh my goodness, yes, Khadija. She said I was devastated. She said my heart hurt, and to witness all their faces, yes, because why do they have to feel like this? And it's something that's easily avoidable, right? So when you say, oh, I need to go somewhere and I need to get myself together, or you say, you know, life is just really beating me down right now. I said, look at her right there. I pointed her out. I put her on the spot. I said, this woman has been all types of sick. We taking her to the emergency room every other weekend.
For a year and some change when I got back from Ohio.
I didn't have no car. We was getting kids to school. We was getting them off we was sitting at home with kids, making sure they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. you had to get yourself together.
With no kids. And I told him straight to his face, I said, you don't know. I said, when the last time I didn't have a job? When the last time my car was taken? I said, you don't even know, do you? Because you ain't the only one struggling. And I did it with kids. You ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
You got some, but you ain't got them. And you want to talk to me about a child support check?
Oh, no. I said, I could give you the check right now. You could take the kids.
Take them.
Swap. Trade places.
And I'll even add an extra on there. A little oomph.
I give you extra 150. And make it stretch like I make it stretch.
Make it stretch, baby.
Okay? Because shoes got to be had. Socks got to be
and Lunchables
on.
is not a goddamn blasted meal.
Yes, Jasmine said Mothers of the Year. Mothers of the Decade, yo. Because I'm telling you, when I look at her every time, I'm telling you, I've never experienced somebody the type of sick that you were. And I was like, okay, this could be the moment where not only my son doesn't have a bonus mom in my mind, I'm like, okay, her kids aren't going to have a mother. They don't have a present father. What does that look like? And then, especially in my mind, having to rationalize, your family might not necessarily like want me to have the kid. Like, what could my son's family
right, what that look like now?
What would that look like without her here? Because you are essentially the glue that puts all these parts and pieces together.
It was scary times, y'all. She's not over exaggerating. When I say I had to bring my IV stand home for over a month.
Yeah.
It was 2 months exactly. I'm in my house. My room feels like a hospital bed room, and I'm like, my kids are traumatized.
Man,
anytime I go to the doctor,
it's
they're
those
like
big old patches, band-aid pieces, and like what
is going on?
Oh, Rich Jones said facts to the Mother of the Year. He felt that.
I love that for us.
You need to say yes, because we gonna make it work.
Yeah,
but essentially, she's the glue, y'all. Like I can't imagine parenting without her at this point. Because that's what I know. That's what my son knows. My son, even from the age of 3, very much was present and attached to TiOra as his family. He didn't even have no title for her yet.
I didn't make him give me one either. I do not force a name.
He knew he loved you, and he would ask about you, and he'd ask about his sister and his brother. And he said, when we going back? And that's how I was like, okay, ain't nothing wrong. Because that boy, my little peanut head son, he must tell it. Okay. He would have been like,
talk
Mama,
about my baby on TV.
Okay. When they went to their daddy house after the new when they went to their daddy house with that other lady, and my son said, Mama, we hungry. We ain't been eating nothing but Lunchables and those frozen dinners that you say they eat at Granny house. He said, all we got is Lunchables. He dropped him off to my job after a weekend of them hanging out. It's like weekend at Bernie's, y'all. For all y'all that's old enough. And he was like, I work at a school. So he brought my son to me with the clothes that I sent him with on Friday. Just dropped off. I was like, T.R. would have never done this. I'm not even mad at him. I knew he was gonna be raggedy. I said, as a woman, though, T.R. would have never sent my son home like this. I said, so don't nobody shower at your house? That's what I said. I stand by that. So nobody at y'all house.
Pretty atmosphere we got here.
Showers.
Pretty.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Shout out to
Out of Love Inc. Where we shower.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody in here smells showered. I'm just saying it's essential, a part of living.
It's not easy,
and you have
y'all.
to teach young people that. But okay, that's what it was. But after that, I said, y'all, it don't matter how we got here. I mean, it matters, but for the people that think like, oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to do that.
It ain't fake, and it's definitely there's longevity here because one thing for sure, even when we're not here, God always has us in here, and we can always refocus and recenter because we know our purpose as mothers.
Yes.
Even when they on our last nerve, because here's another thing that people might be thinking: do y'all whoop each other kids? Higgs, yeah, and Higgs. I don't think she's the whooper. I think she had to do it one time, and it traumatized her.
I cried. I'm not the one.
But she was
Don't make
there
me whoop no kid.
the night I had to put Kari out my house.
Yep. I said, dang, dog, you got put out.
I said, Kari, get out my house. You don't have to sleep on the porch, man. He just screaming and hollering. Screaming and hollering. I said, your mama be out there and get you in a minute.
She said, nobody talks about what happened. Scratch that. What the fathers who leave because the mothers have to go through. We shout at the effects, but never point at the cause. That's a big one. And then Prince said, he said, well, damn. Boom, fired. Because that's what it is. But even in that, I know that she's not harming my child. She's parenting him. I don't think I've ever had to
whoop him. I think I just popped him or sat him aside, or but I always make sure that they all know. What I love about the intimidation of a parent is I can scare him by threatening my children.
He don't like to hear none of that. I don't want none of that.
I'm gonna sit over here. Y'all good?
The kids are so not used to me like yelling and fussing. When I be like, hey, they be like, what? She know how to yell?
What's going on here?
Michael
Kamora is so zen. You will walk in the house and be like, what is happening here?
MJ just disappeared. Hold on. He did. He said. He just fell out of frame.
She can get them together in a way that I have to do it more hostilely, more threatening, because little ones are her forte. I got to knuck and buck with them. I got to.
They're my people.
Got to. So when I'm like, this is tag you with, I can't do it no more. She's like, oh, yeah, for sure. And so she goes there and it looks like she's doing nothing to me because I'm like, I just told them to sit down. Why you still letting them run around? She's like, oh, no, I'm going to let her get it all out. Because when I told them to sit down, what they going to do? I said, I told them to sit down a couple times. And I'm trying to get them to sit down. Yep. She's like, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. You come over here, you clean this up. And you come help them clean this up over here. I got something for you too. And I'm like, why that look so simple? But why when I say it, I don't like it here. I love it, but
we love it, but no. Because when I be like, I mean it, y'all. And I be like, no, I'm not TiOra. TiOra, come in here and tell them, and I mean it.
Because when I tell you Car, I be having to get Car together sometimes because we're emotionally aware and we're making them emotionally aware, but he tapped in. I'm like, hey, sucker, we ain't disrespecting her like that. You're going to apologize once you get yourself together, and you're going to apologize. Not because you feel bad, because you knew you was wrong. If he'd be mad, I promise you he'd be mad at me.
But he respects you.
But he don't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, he love you.
And at the end of the night, guess what he doing before he leave? Giving me a hug and telling me he love me. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing the same thing. I think one time I put him in the head, like I scared the crap out of him. I said,
he ain't never been in
again.
Yeah, she's milking from baby boy.
Call for your mama.
No, don't call for your mama.
So how we got here was beautifully chaotic.
Unbeautifully beautiful. Ugly pretty.
ugly
like
pretty.
A butterhead. Like a real nice body with a shipwreck face.
But it's all a part of our journey and our purpose as who we are in this world. And I thank God for bringing you, me, you. However that's supposed to be worded to where it sounds lovely.
You know what I mean.
I also would like to thank my children's father once again.
Stop thanking this man.
Because had it not been
thank me, myself,
for the pain, I wouldn't have been able to love from this place.
Ooh, okay, Betty Wright.
You're irritating. Very irritating.
After the pain.
But it's really real. So whoever know him,
and
give him
mama.
That shout out.
Yeah. Okay.
But we also want to shout out of the mud for taking
big ups to Out of the Mud
for taking time to hear our story and our shenanigans before and after the show.
To heal it and get it all out there, y'all. Please, we will be doing this again. I'm gonna share this to my page. She's gonna share it to her page. Check out Out of the Mud Inc.'s page.
Yes.
Follow all the shows
because they got some good ones going.
Tap, like, subscribe. You know all the things. We're in here like swimwear. And y'all, we coming back with some more chaotic stories because where do you go from here, baby? You keep on going. These kids are still growing. We're still growing. Come
Got
tap
you, got
in
you.
with y'all. I appreciate Khadijah. I
I
appreciate
appreciate everybody
Jasmine,
who had
Prince,
questions and
everybody.
participated today. We thank you. We
Bring
do.
some more of y'all friends. We love
Yes.
y'all the most.
Bring them with questions too, because we got them. Answers. We
And-
got questions. We got answers.
and hit this phone.
What's the phone?
Oh, and
Somebody got a question? I
and
need you to use your big boy words.
no, I'm supposed to look, and I wasn't looking.
I don't have my phone. So I feel like the granny of the situation. Well, what's going on, baby? Say something.
And what they said was,
cross the street. Why you can't talk?
and
What you got?
who crossed? I don't
Prince
see it.
got a question.
I don't see it.
What did it say? Can we adopt? Oh, you could cut the line.
For 50 cents a day, we too can be your mother. Mm-hmm.
That's when you put the screen with the lines and the
In the arms of an angel. Mm.
Good. No more cheering. Stop trying to put that on me. That ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
What's for me is what I have, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, we're done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get us outta
We're
here.
done and we're finished. And
Thank
God
you guys.
bless and good night.
Thank you, Out of the Mud.
Out
See
of the
y'all
Mud
in y'all
Inc.
purpose next time.
Her purpose.